Hello! Today we're going to be talking about table saws. I have this Mastercraft table saw which I purchased a couple years ago. I needed to do a project, and my table saw I had before was pretty old and not accurate at all. So they had this one on sale and for a good price. I think I paid $150 for it. And of course I rushed down and bought it, not thinking, just something I needed. And the first thing I noticed after I used it a couple times, there's no grooves in the top. And nothing, it's just got a sliding table for doing crosscuts. So it's kind of a pointless feature. I can't build stud decks, nothing for it, or it's just not what I need. And accuracy is not good at all. So you pull your crosscut unit out, there's so much play in it, and even when it's close to the blade, it's still, you can't tighten it much more than that. And also the fence is not accurate. I tighten as much as I can, but still it's got quite a bit of play on if you're doing bigger sheets and trying to cut larger items. By the time you start one end and rip it through like an 8-foot piece of plywood, you get like an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch difference between one end and the other. So it's hard to do anything with that. And plus setting it up, you got to move it over and measure both sides of the blade, and just a headache to use. Spend more time trying to get it set up than actually get to use it. It has nice features, it works really well. Other than that, and it's nice and portable. It's got the dust bag on the bottom, but I'd rather hook up to a dust collector, so that's kind of a pointless feature. I have to modify it in order to add a vacuum hose onto it. So this time to get rid of this one and open up the new one I got. Well, let's go take a look at that one, see what we have. And here's the new one. I did a little bit of research online, and this is one of the better rated ones for a job site table saw. Panel saw would be nice, but the space I have for it to shed is pretty small. Say 10 by 12. And there's about 6-7 power tools in there, kind of limited on space. This one here seems really well. It's DeWalt. And the nice thing I liked about it the most was the ripping distance. You can go 32.5 inch wide ripping. And that'd be perfect for doing cabinets and whatnot. Well, let's just open it up here and see how it looks. There's some cool features about this saw. One thing I noticed off the back here, it's got on the side fence here, it's got a piece that slides down, and it helps give you support for your workpiece. Just slips back out of the way and you don't need it. And if you're doing close cuts on the saw, you got it on your table here. It able to give you close width on the saw and still have your hands free for doing pushing the pieces through. And it just flips out of the way when it's not in use. Should. A little bit of force there. You just hold it by hand as you need it. And it's also got a microcontroller here too, so you can tune it in exactly where you want it. On your gauge here, it's got the built-in tape measure. It's got two settings here. It's got the upper tape measure. That's where you have your fence in the first position, where it is right now. Where you 0 inches to 24 inches from the saw blade. Or if you move it to the outer position, it'll give you a ripping radius of 8 inches to 32.5 inches. Which is really cool for doing cabinetry and if you're cutting big pieces of wood. And everything stores on it too, which is nice. It's got storage in it for all your accessories. The only thing it won't store is saw blades. There's no storage for that. That's no biggie. When you start it, I guess something new is got a cover goes on your start button, so you can lock it out. You flip it up, you got to reach in here and push the green button to start it. And just to stop it, you just hit it with your knee or your hand or whatever you're available if you got to turn it off. And what else? The guards, yeah, just you lift it up and they stay up, which is nice and always flopping on you. And overall, it seems pretty durable because you can put a lot of force on it there. It's not going to tip over on you like a lot of job site saws. Yeah, it's got some, gives you wrenches on here. Oops. Let's go on this side here. Let's get your wrench storage here. Just push the button and pop out your wrenches. It's easy to do a blade change. When you need it, just goes in and just snaps in place. And it seems quite a good saw. Can't wait to try it out.